with a good luck. Just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me.
Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a late season Saturday night in Dallas. The Lions, the Cowboys underway here in Week 17.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down, Detroit.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here's Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. The Cowboys at 12-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run this with Austin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
Pollard going to try the right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because
there he goes left side. Still on his feet. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Lions 7, Cowboys 0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Play action now, Prescott.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go, going to 53. 47.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On play action, Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 123 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Going to 54. Line under. Hey, kill. There we go.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Hey, kill.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Prescott. Romeo Okwara, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Detroit.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Everybody, kill.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers